build a really nice race car.
Well, and they got Brett Endicott working on that. He's been around the game a long time.
Yes.
Former crew guy for Bugby back in the day.
They're actually putting two cars together right now.
Really?
Langan is, yeah.
He's going to run both cars?
Tom might be running the other one.
Okay, Tom's in the
If not, they might have K-Mac driving it or the other Langan brother, TJ.
Or Andrew's got a backup.
Well,
yeah.
With this series, it's going to get serious. You might want to have a backup.
This is going to be a two-car hauler series.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to want it.
Yeah.
Spare motor, spare trans. I mean, this is like...
Especially when you're way out of town.
Yeah.
No kidding. No kidding. It's going to be good. So go ahead. Let's continue with the schedule.
The Iron Giant's the last
okay.
one. That's going to be the grand finale.
And we're going to do
a season finale. We're going to have we're going to do our awards and everything right there. I'm going to have for the point system right there.
Okay.
We're going to do rookie points and stuff like that.
Okay. So we're going to do the season points right there after the last race.
Yep.
At Willamette Speedway.
Yeah.
On September 3rd.
At the end of the night.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah, that's cool.
September 3rd.
Yep.
It's a Sunday.
Labor Day.
Well, why not? You got everybody there already, and that's just, let's have a get-together and
Labor Day
some Roger that barbecue and trophies.
Man, this is going to be fun.
After watching last year's, I'll never miss another one.
No, absolutely not.
I'll never
no
miss
way.
another
You
one.
can't.
It's a 4-day weekend or whatever. It don't matter. I'm not missing
it. I love it.
So we were talking about the points.
Yes, the points I thought was very interesting how you put this together.
What we want to do is we're going to give one grace race. If you want to defend your track and that's the only race you want to run with this series, then we're not going to make you register in the points. The second time you show up, there's going to be a $25 points fund.
$25 is nothing.
So what everybody puts into it, and then that's 100% of that money is going towards the payout at the end of the year. We're going to pay the top 10.
Very cool. So the top 10 in points are going to get paid money.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I
like it. Plus what sponsor money and whatever else.
Absolutely. The money will be there. The money will be there.
So.
Very cool.
Well, I got a question here because I haven't been around Willamette Speedway that long. Well, I've been there all my life basically, but how did all this come to be, Chris? How did you start this? Where did it come from?
Well, just doing the Wallbanger Cup last year.
And that was it.
Well, the year before then they want me to do it again, and
so we
just doubled everything, and then we did the Iron Giant, and that doubled that, and
well, it's really
and then we all actually at the Iron Giant they were talking about doing a series. Let's do a series.
Well, I remember.
year.
Yeah, that was that went around
conversation.
So this fall, actually, I've been calling all the tracks and trying to get a schedule lined up, and every track's gone around our schedule.
Awesome.
It's like.
Well, and that I'm glad to see that because I think track owners are starting to see the potential of this series at their track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you show up with 50 plus cars, and have a payout of $5,200 to the
packed
winner,
grandstands.
There wasn't an empty seat.
There wasn't
stands either, or the pits.
I mean, we didn't have any room in the pits on top of your street stocks.
Oh yeah.
You had. The other four, we were running four classes that night.
There was 4 other classes
Four other classes. We were pitting anywhere behind a fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pitted all the way around turn 1.
They were.
Out there in the gravel.
They absolutely
were. Crazy.
There were guys
all the way
out
to the
campground.
Gate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out to the shed, out behind Willamette Speedway, behind the campground,
Yeah.
to the fence of the parking lot, to turn 1. I mean.
Yeah, a bunch of guys came down from Elma, and there was like 6 of them parked over there. With the entrance they weren't even in the pits.
I can't remember. Did we have to open up the parking we normally only use for World Outlaws for the fans?
I don't think we did that, but we had them wrapped around turns 1 and 2.
That was
nuts.
Yeah,
it was
insane.
man. But it was the show of shows, no doubt.
No doubt. It's good to see that it's growing too. I mean, I can just see it growing every year. So this is a cool deal,
when
man.
It takes
it's
off
way
like
cool.
this. It's who knows? I mean, the sky's the limit with something like this.
Yep. All those fans that were there last year for that $5,400 or whatever it was payout, they're all going to be there.
They're still talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been the one thing throughout the winter that has come up multiple times. It's just
how often does it get brought up on the show?
All the time.
All
the time. We've talked about it a lot, and it's just, I mean, highlight. It was the highlight of highlights.
Well, my hat's off to you, Chris. It's a cool thing you're doing, and guys, keep it up, man. You got a lot of people excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're pretty excited too. I'm going to start handing out some sponsor letterheads this week.
Mm-hmm.
Going over some final drafts on it, and going to hand them out to some businesses, and we're going to do big billboards, and we're going to do programs, and we're going to do T-shirts, and we're going to do stickers, and we're going to do a bunch of things to get our sponsors' names out there to advertise for them and promote for them.
Well, I think you're not going to have any problem with that. I mean, as big as this thing's going to be. But
yeah.
We're at 6:51. We'll take a break at 7. We got about 9 more minutes. We've got Jeremy, the flagman at the first annual Iron Giant.
The Willamette Speedway.
Well, right, Willamette Speedway flagman, but he was there. I want to talk to you about your perspective, because there was a lot of I don't want to say drama, or we know what I'm talking about.
Mixed emotions.
Questions raised. Well,
there was some mixed emotions on it, and this is why. But after seeing what happened and talking with Jeremy, he did what he had to do as a flagman to keep people safe. Okay, we had a kind of a controversial finish when we were at the end of the race, and there was a caution, and Jeremy says, "We're going green, white, checkered." I hear that, and I announce it to the crowd, trying to pump it up. Hey, green, white, checkered, stick around. I'm telling them this is going to be the greatest finish. Da, 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 da. Got the restart, went through turns 1 and 2, and there was a pileup, and it was a pretty serious wreck. I mean, it was serious enough to where
car in the fence,
right? Well, almost upside down and stuck up on in high speed track that night. The track was hooked up. Jeremy had to make a call after the green flag. They come around and got the checkered. Now, the drivers didn't know they were going green and white, did they? Did you tell them that?
They did. They knew actually going in prior to actually Evans' flip, which was the previous red flag. I told the drivers that if we had another yellow, we were way past curfew at that point.
And we were.
And the sheriffs were literally at the track. We told the drivers that if we had another yellow, we were going to go yellow checkered. And we told people going into that one, well, we had the red flag for Evans' flip, and we didn't want to end the race in that order. We didn't want to end it under red, so we told them we'll give one more shot. We'll go green, white, checkered. But the same thing flew on that one. If we did have a wreck, we were going to go yellow checkered.
Right.
We tried going green, white, checkered. We come back around. You have the wreck in turn 1, 2, Don Jenner in the fence. And they came back around for the yellow checkered. In the same situation, though, I felt the whole time on that situation that we raced back to the yellow in that class anyways.
Right.
So they're going to race back to the line. They're going to race back to the line, whether it's a checkered or a yellow and white or whatever it may be. But that's the reason why we finished the way we did in that race.
Which, I mean, honestly, you got to look at the whole situation. I think you made the right call, given where the wreck was and the speeds that the cars were carrying that night, Joel. And I mean, but there was some people that were like, "Oh, I can't believe that happened." But I mean, regardless, whatever, it was still the finish. Finishes, it was. But
and you got to look at it too. If we would have gone
more lap,
if we would have gone caution or red at that point, it wouldn't have been the finish that we got.
Absolutely,
you wouldn't have had the excitement, the dramatic finish of Yak pulling off the pass. But at the same point, we were way past curfew. And for the safety of the racers, I mean, we worked. I can't even remember. Well, we were Chris Knopfsinger and I were literally rebuilding the fence until 2 to 4 in the morning. I mean, it was gnarly, and even Jerry was out there on the backhoe, which was, that was fun to have. I was up in a backhoe bucket with Jerry Schramm at the controls.
That's a scary thing.
There's photographic evidence.
A lot of trust there.
And Chris was up there too, so I felt safe. But
wow.
you couldn't. We spent probably 20 minutes clearing that wreck. At least.
Easily 20 minutes.
20
clearing
minutes.
the wreck,
like I said, it was you made the right call given the
and I think
serious
either situation. If we would have went yellow and they would have came back across and they would have raced to the yellow, I'm sorry, but I think if we would have went yellow and they started pulling that car out of the fence, I'm sure I would have had a thing in my ear from Jerry Schramm that says, you're just going to have to go throw a checkered while they're doing pace laps.
Right.
So at least in this aspect, the fans got to see the checker flag. They got to stand up and watch the cars race
stand
to
up.
the
They
finish
jumped
line.
up. Yeah.
They were on. Everybody was on their feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, including the announcers.
Yeah.
Hopping because limping around, and it was awesome. But man, I am just looking so forward to seeing these races this year.
Gonna be fun.
Because
I'm kind of jealous. I don't get to go travel and watch these races because I'm stuck at the same place every Saturday. But should be some good races there.
Oh man, it's going to be fantastic. It's it's going to be awesome. I don't even know what to say about this. When I saw the schedule and the points, which I thought were very interesting, the 5-point gap for the first 5, that can change the thing. That can change the series. One spot is 5 points. You come in 8 points down, and you can lose it by 3 and win. It's going to be. You can, yeah. And that's the
Absolutely.
thing, because I asked him, I said, because a lot of places will make you, if you transfer out of the B and go to the A, you won't get those B main points.
Right.
A lot of places don't let you do that.
Right.
You're going to carry those B main, the passing points. Just the passing points. So if you start, 20th and win it, that's 19 passing points, and you go to the back of the A and run towards the front. I mean,
I want to see the guy that can do that with this field, though.
you know
Yeah,
what, though?
exactly.
It can be done. Look what happened. Look what happened at the Iron Giant. I mean, look at the cars that were in the B there.
Oh yeah, and Iron Giant was a race of attrition, so some of the cars that were in the B main found themselves in the top 5
See?
at the end of that.
Yep. I mean, anything can happen with that kind of deal. And
It
see,
will.
Roger that barbecue calling it. Roger Snyder
Roger
says it's
that.
going to come down to the last lap of the last race,
Well-
and I wouldn't be surprised.
And this is bringing back the old school Willamette too. We're playing alphabet soup now.
Yeah, we are.
We're bringing back the B's, bringing back the C's.
Yep.
With Chris's talent, what we're seeing, what we saw with the Iron Giant, what we saw with the Wallbanger, we're going to see C's. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a
will.
D.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. main
Welcome
events.
back to alphabet soup.
Yeah, there was 4
Yeah,
Bs.
the 4 B
Yeah.
mains.
Wow.
4.
4. That's right, there were 4.
Yep.
So where can anybody go online to find all this information out? The schedule, the points. Do you have a page?
We
Chris?
have a Facebook page. It's called The Road to the Iron Giant. It has a schedule on there. We're going to have rules posted here real soon. We're going to have a sponsor letterhead posted here real soon. And the point series or the points setup will be on there real soon.
And we'll post it on Moxie as well when you
Absolutely.
When you get
Well, Moxie Media is the official media outlet for the Road to the Iron
Absolutely.
Giant,
Right.
so it's going to be. We're glad to be.
I'm
a part
excited.
Of that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
literally looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun
There's
deal.
a lot of people following it. There's going to be a lot of people sharing all the information. And I know the
Well-
word's going to spread. I bet we're going to see some California and some Idaho and Nevada cars coming up this
You'll
year.
see some Washington cars. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be an interstate deal. It's going to be a neat deal. So, man, it's going to be cool.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys want to check that out? Go to Facebook, Road to the Iron Giant. It's on their page. There's some cool pictures. Some of the Northwest drivers that are committed to the series.
Yep.
Like I said,
And I'm trying to add more on there as we go. And,
Yep.
One thing I'm going to need on that page too is drivers' information, because when we start doing these programs, I'm going to need their stuff.
well,
by
and they can do that by
April.
going on there and sending us a message privately. Just
Yes.
go on there, you guys. If you're a driver in the Street Stocks, go on, send us a message to the Road to the Iron Giant.
A lot of
my
people
name
have my
is-
Facebook page. They can send me information
Right.
on there.
Message us that, and we'll get it to we'll get that put in the program and use that as a registration.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yep.
Awesome. So we're going to go to break right here. It is 7 o'clock here on Northwest Dirt News from the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio. We're going to take a short break with some of our sponsors. We will be right back in about 4.5 minutes. Crocker's Cars is located on Santiam Highway across the street from Walmart in Lebanon, Oregon. We've been providing the finest pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs since 1983. Crocker's Cars has been in business for 31 years, offering quality used vehicles that meet your needs. With our experience and professionalism and no-hassle buying, customers really do come first here at Crocker's Cars. Crocker's Cars, where quality is the difference. Look us up on the web at crockerscars.com for a full line of inventory, or give us a call at 541-258-2175. 541-258-2175.
Hey, Corey, you want to tell me what we're doing around all these cows?
We're at Stumbling J Livestock, Joel. Did you know that Stumbling J Livestock has been a family-owned business since 2005 and supplies all cattle needs from 300-pound feeders to 1,300-pound animals ready for butcher?
No, I didn't know that.
Did you know Stumbling J Livestock buys any type of livestock year-round and pays competitive prices?
No, I didn't know that either, Corey.
And I bet you didn't know Stumbling J Livestock buys and sells sheep and goats for pasture and meat.
No, I had no idea.
Joel, you don't know a whole bunch about cattle and livestock, do you?
Well, honestly, Corey, not really.
Well, Stumbling J Livestock provides all types of meat, from silage-fed, grain-fed, even grass-fed.
Yeah, really?
Stumbling J sells butcher-ready hogs when available, too, Joel.
I sure love me some bacon. My local butcher, they've got the best bacon.
Those local butchers work directly with Stumbling J Livestock, and Stumbling J can butcher at a USDA plant to sell fresh meat straight off the farm.
Hey, Corey, how do you know so much about Stumbling Jay and their livestock?
Well, Joel,